Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, back to square one, I would say. Bitcoin hasn't really overall moved since the weekend. There was a bit of volatility, but this has already been sorted out by Bitcoin. We are back in the channel. As I said in the previous video, it will be interesting or important to see how the daily candle closes. I was already looking forward to a further sell-off. That has not happened, at least not yet. Yeah, Bitcoin did not retest this previous, former support, then resistance, but it hasn't retested it successfully as resistance. And that big candle here moved back into the channel, and you can see how valid here that Fibonacci level is. Yeah, this is the, let me just put it on the chart again. So obviously also in terms of the Elliott Wave count here of that movement down. So nothing has been invalidated or anything. So we're just back to square one. That breakout was not successful, at least not yet. So we're looking then forward to get that wave 5 move down here. Yeah, this is obviously that imminent sell-off scenario here where we had this target range defined as the retracement of the wave 4, and this is located here between the 23.6% FIB level at 41k, yeah, and the 50% FIB level at 43.2. And I did tell you before that an ideal retracement for the wave 4 would be here the 42.3. Now, with that sell-off that was so impulsive, it looked like that this was already the wave 4, and again, it could have been the wave 4, but it is of course still a possibility, especially that Bitcoin is now back in the channel, that we are going to see this 42.3k level. That would, as I said, be the ideal retracement. And that is how quickly it changes, you know, that is how volatile the space is, the daily noise, especially today, I guess, where we have a little bit less volume in general because some markets are still closed and some institutions are still closed. I think we might really have a few players here that are manipulating a little bit here in the short term the market, and that is just part of the game. We don't have a clear trend yet. With that latest move down, I think it increased the likelihood that we are going down because, again, we broke out of the channel once more. We had a daily candle close outside of the channel. Nevertheless, that orange support line did hold, yeah, and did it hold on the daily? Yeah, it did also not break here with that red daily candle. So yeah, we are back in the channel, and however, that doesn't invalidate any of the sell-off scenario opportunities here. Yeah, in that imminent sell-off scenario, what we are not allowed to do is to move above pretty much 44.3k. Above that, then we would get into the price range of the wave 1. That would invalidate that just purely by looking here at the Elliott Wave count. Generally, in terms of support, resistance, or anything, I mean, you can see that we are here in some sort of a corrective pattern. I mean, this is absolutely volatile corrective. It's a bit of an ugly pattern, to be honest. I mean, maybe we can even identify here some sort of a channel. Do you think that might actually be a little bit of a new channel maybe? Yeah, that could become one. We don't have enough touch points for that, but that might become an interesting range because it looks fairly parallel, these lines. Yeah, we've got here these two touch points. We've got two touch points here. Ideally, what you want is a third touch point. So if in another move down now we will get here, make a lower low and touch that support level, then that might become a channel here, a descending channel in which we might have a new range that might again be a little bit of an ongoing downward trend channel. Yeah, so again, back to square one, pretty much where we are or where we were on the weekend. Basically, you can cut out this whole move down, which looked so impulsive, out of the equation, because that was a huge green candle. At times we moved all the way up to 41k again, did not break into that green target range, and again that shows me actually that these Fibonacci levels are fairly valid. So I put them on the chart again. This was here the me just put it on the chart again. Here the 41k level, that 23.6% fib level, did not manage to break into that target level here. Yeah, we bounced off that fib level for now, and we do not, at the moment at least, do not seem to be able to break above this level. We had resistance obviously here before, yeah, so here again, so that is quite a relevant resistance level as well. And that is the level where we bounced off on the 16th of April here, where we then made just another lower high. So this is again a level where we currently are falling back below 40.5k. All of these are not really any attractive levels where I think it would be worth going in long, because we just have too many resistance levels above us, yeah, and there is just too much noise going on, and it's not very clear in which direction we go. So we are not really in a clear range now anymore. I mean, yes, we've just moved back into this larger channel. Of course, that could, for some people, provide, if you're interested, provide a long opportunity. But again, we're currently bouncing off resistance again. So I think as long as we still are below this high, 41.5, I think we are going to stay sort of in this range. But even if we move above that, you know, we still have this significant swing high at 43.5. And then in the current scenario as well, we could actually move all the way up to 44.3, and it would still all be a possible wave 4 here. Yeah, so yeah, of course, it could go all the way up there. It would though be unlikely, because this is the 61.8 fib level, a bit too much for a wave 4. Okay, so we've got here the three levels: 41, 42.3, and 43.2. So yeah, it doesn't change any of my views, but yeah, quite interesting what's going on here. And if the week starts like that, it could become quite an interesting and volatile week. So that, again, I keep my eye on that channel. That might be an interesting one, that orange one, that descending channel. But overall, yeah, we are back in the channel. It will be interesting to see how the daily candle is going to close in a few hours. There's still quite a few hours left here, 4.5 hours, I think. And yeah, we're going to observe it. And I still think that imminent downside or sell-off scenario is still the most likely one. So at the moment, it is just waiting, being patient. Yeah, but of course, all of what is happening here at the moment has a big impact on the altcoins. So with the move yesterday below 39k, they were quite they crashed down, really. Not too much, but yeah, some of them lost, I think, 10% roughly, yeah, which is not too unusual for the crypto market, but it had quite a bit of an effect. So certainly interesting, but again, I don't think we have seen the lows yet. So that's my view on Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, yeah, check out the channel membership, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.